jazzed. They had marched with Dr. Martin Luther King. And they loved each other and were happy and stuff. And it was ridiculous. And
that was a Sanford and Son
intimidated, right? Because in my family, it was against the rules to know anything. And I just knew they were going to sniff me out as unworthy. That's why I started tripping, right? Well, my girlfriend invited me home to her place to meet her family. And she said I had to make a good impression with her father because he wasn't too sure about me, given some of the reports that had trickled back. Well, what am I supposed to do? What can I say to him? What's important to him? And she thought about it. And she said, well, black community is important to him. And politics. What is he? He's a Republican. All right, cool. I didn't know anything about politics, but I could learn. So I started reading and getting some information together. So when we get to the house, I had brought some flowers. Her mom was cool with me right from the jump. I mean, her brother, we talk about basketball. Pistons, Bulls, Lakers. He's eating out of my hand. But I know, and they know, and everyone knows that this is but the opening gambit, the preliminary niceties, not even the first round. The real challenge will begin momentarily because girlfriend is daddy's girl, and daddy is waiting. He steps out of his den. That's right, she's den. He looks at me. Kisses his daughter on the cheek, still looking at me, and tells me to come inside his den. I pull girlfriend along for moral support. The pops puts a quick end to that noise. No, just you. We need to talk.
Her life doesn't have anything to do with her. She's a Republican.
That's okay, man. The man, right on. I was ready. I was prepared. I'd studied. I was gonna let him know that I was a man about my business. He closes the door, sits down at his desk. I sit down on his leather couch, hard, like a man. He looks at me, examines me, and he says, tell me about yourself. Here it is. The moment I had practiced for. So I let him know. Well, sir, 2 things that are important to me are the black community and Republican politics. And he's kind of nodding his head. I continue. Because, if there was one thing Ronald Reagan wanted to do, it was to help black people. With the trickle-down economics. And we should take all the money and spend it on fighter planes and bombs where it can do some good for a change. Am I right? And Social Security is for communists. He looks at me and he says, boy, have you lost your mind?
She meant to say Democrat.
And he starts shouting and yelling and hollering and saying all kinds of stuff. And of course, I don't know what he's talking about. And that's one thing. But as I watch the spit of rage from the man's face, I know the problem is not him. The problem is me. This yelling man believes stuff. What do I believe? What do I believe? I don't know. And I figure it's about time I find out. And after some of the commotion had died down, some of the harsh words were apologized for, it turned out that instead of saying Republican, girlfriend should have said head of the local Democratic